I done quite a few iterations on this, mainly to do with the concertina spring. If you're wondering what this is, it's a anti-snore ring. I'll put a link about this down below. It works on acupuncture. You just put on half an hour before going to bed, then take it off when you go to bed, go to sleep. So you don't wear it in bed, you just have it on half an hour before going to bed, and it has some pressure points, some bumps on it on the inside that press on the acupuncture points on your little finger. Whether it works or not, I can't say. I haven't done a definitive test, but just wanted to show you this Pawl. This is how it's supposed to work if it keeps on working. This is only in PLA, so it locks on like that, and then it can click around, and that stops it unwinding while you're winding it up. I don't have any springs in here, but then when you pull it backwards, it clicks in like that, and it can freely rotate, unwind, and start the model diesel engine. And the idea there is to keep this tooth out the way of the Pawl, well, the sort of ratchet teeth here. Keep the Pawl tooth out the way. Otherwise, when that's spinning round, the spring is so strong that it can break this tooth off even at 100%. Now I will be printing this out in co-polyester soon, because there is an issue with this being PLA that I found, is that if it's left like this, that eventually the sort of springiness comes out of it, and this gets pressed down. This is another one I've done, just one of the iterations, and then it stays down and it doesn't really spring back up very much. So I'm going to leave this like this all night, and I'll show you it in the morning, see if it's going to stop down or not. I won't touch it any other way, but I think it will. So I'll just show you that again a bit closer up. So that locks, I mean, it's working all right now. That goes there. Unlock it, and that's clicking on the ratchet as I want. Then you wound it up, and then it will unwind. And when it's finished unwinding, release it again for the next go. So you can see that's working okay there, no problems. I don't have the like button thing on here yet. Oops, sorry, going out, because I'm only experimenting with this. I'm going to leave this now, leave it all night, and we'll see what that's like in the morning. Right, it's been quite a few hours, probably almost 24, and I haven't done this, so it's probably going to make me out to be a liar. What I'm expecting when I pull this back, this is PLA plastic, is that this notch, as it showed you earlier, does not spring back up, or it doesn't spring back up as much, and I'm right. See there, I am faking this. Let me put this other light on. So see now, because it's been in that position just 24 hours, if that, probably a bit shorter than 24 actually, not much, 12, 24, it doesn't matter. That length of time, not very long. It's pressed that spring down. So this is PLA. It's a spring like this, a concertina type spring, and because the pressure's been on it in that position, it's maintained that position, and it's not springing back up as it should. Like on this one, this is springing back up at the moment, but this is quite new. So basically I'm going to print it out in co-polyester. This one hasn't come out all right, the springs are too close together, and I'm going to try to see if that's springier. Well, it keeps returning back to where it was. I don't think it is looking at this one. I might just do a test on this actually. So here is a part printed in co-polyester. I'll put some details about that here. I'm going to put this in to replace this PLA, which, as I say now, does not spring back up at all. The button there should be springing back up and latching on, but I'm hoping that this will be more springy and not like stay stuck down. So I'll put this in there and I'll show you that. Oops, everything's upside down here. Okay, I fitted the co-polyester Pawl, and yeah, it springs in there and locks as it should, but so did the PLA at first, but then after leaving it down and like this, it stayed in that position and didn't spring back up. So I'm going to do the same with this, where I'm going to leave it in this position and see if this stays down or if it locks. So I'm going to leave that for quite a few hours. So that's co-polyester. This is red hood transparent. I'll put some details about this polyester down here, like to thank the seller. The seller sells loads of samples, so if you want to try a polyester, well, whatever you want to try, carbon fibre, you know, whatever, you just want a sample to try it, go on the link and try it. I'm just doing this a few times to make sure it keeps working. As I expect, yes. This was printed at 100% by the way, because I want this to be quite strong. I'm hoping this is the final production actually, but I can only know that after I've left it for a while in this position. So okay, I'm going to leave it for quite a number of hours and I'll come back probably in another day. Well, it's been well over 24 hours and I've kept it in this position to keep that button pressed under here. And this is the first time I've done this, so you're going to go along with me. Does it spring back up? Well, yeah. It springs up enough to stop that going back in. I mean, that's not a, like a, you know, 10,000 presses test in a way, but it's certainly better than when I use PLA. Show you that from the edge. So yeah, it springs up. That's only just in a way. That springs up. I think it was only just anyway. So that lessened, as far as I know. I printed this without a fan on, and I think it certainly does need a fan on. You know, printing this co-polyester. More information about this co-polyester here. Again, keep, you know, if something's good, why not mention it a few times? So I'll just show you the PLA one. The PLA one I did the same with, and this was up high like this, well up higher like this, but as it's been in the unit, been pressed just the same way as this is now. It's been pressed by this piece of plastic to get that sort of past there, unhook it. It's stayed in the position, so see how much that's gone down there when it should be up sorry, this keeps going out of focus. Should be up like this. So yep, co-polyester. If you want something springy.